Hello students, welcome back for the of Advanced Financial Accounting subject, chapter name Joint Venture for BCom second sem students. In the previous session, we have solved an illustrations it's related to joint venture, which are books maintained separately. In this session also, we're going to solve some more illustration. Ajit and Ajay entered into a joint venture to construct a building for a joint stock company. The contract price was settled at 50 lakhs, payable rupees 40 lakh in cash, and the balance in the form of fully paid equity shares of the company. In this contract price is 50 lakhs, they have paid 40 lakh through cash, balance is 10 lakh, that 10 lakh is paid through equity shares. They opened a joint bank account wherein Ajit deposited rupees 12 lakh and Ajay deposited rupees 6 lakh. They agreed to share the profit and losses in the ratio of 2:1. They purchased material for rupees 6 lakh for cash and rupees 20 lakh worth on the credit from Vijay. They paid rupees 9 lakh for wages and rupees 1 lakh 40,000 for other expenses. Ajit and Ajay supplied material worth rupees 4 lakh and 1 lakh 60,000 respectively. Architect's fees rupees 20,000 was paid by Ajit. The contract was duly completed and the price received as stipulated. Vijay was paid rupees 19 lakh 60,000. Ajit agreed to take up the shares of the company at a valuation of rupees 8 lakh 80,000. Ajay took over the remaining material at an agreed value of rupees 1 lakh 40,000. Separate books are maintained for the joint venture business. Prepare the necessary ledger accounts. In this illustration, they have asked us to find out ledger accounts when they have maintained separate books. In the illustration, we have one new information, that is they have purchased goods in the form of credit. If they are purchasing goods in credit basis, then that entry cannot be made in the form of joint bank account because it is a credit basis. While recording journal entries or ledger accounts, usually whatever the credit purchase or credit sales were there, those entries will be made or recorded in the form of creditors account. If they have given name, usually recorded in the particular creditor name. If they have not given name, we usually record in sundry creditors account. In this also, we are supposed to record in the form of creditors account. But in the illustration, they have already given the name. They have purchased from Vijay. So Vijay is the creditor. We need to record that entry in the name of creditors account. And also, we need to prepare Vijay account because we need to transfer the money to the bank account. So as they have paid some money at the end of the contract, that is the reason we are supposed to prepare one more account, that is Vijay account. So after preparing joint venture, then equity shares, then we need to prepare Vijay account. So let us start with the solution. First account, we are supposed to prepare joint venture account in the books of Ajit and Ajay, ledger accounts, that is joint venture account. On the joint venture account, we usually record expenditures on the debit side and incomes on the credit side. So let us start by taking one each information on the illustration. Starting, we had the contract price was settled at rupees 50 lakh, payable 40 lakh in cash, and the balance in the form of fully paid equity shares of the company. So we have a 50 lakh of contract price, on that 40 lakh which is paid in cash, and balance is 10 lakh that is paid in equity shares. So those two we are supposed to record. It is an income for joint venture, we are supposed to record on credit side. One, they have paid through cash, that is joint bank account, with the amount of 40 lakh, and one more payment which they made through equity shares. So by equity shares account, the contract price made through shares, as they have said, balance in the form of fully paid equity shares. The balance is 10 lakhs, that is 50 lakh minus 40 lakh, we'll get a balance of 10 lakh. So that's supposed to record in the name of equity shares account with the amount of 10 lakhs. They opened a joint bank account wherein Ajit deposited 12 lakh and Ajay deposited 6 lakh. This entry will be taken under a co-ventures account. Then they agreed to share the profit and losses in the ratio of 2:1. They purchased materials for rupees 6 lakh for cash and 20 lakh worth on credit from Vijay. First, let us enter purchase of material related to cash. So it is an expenditure. We are supposed to record in the name of joint bank account because they have not given any individual name on that. They have done collectively. That is the reason joint bank account with a 6 lakh and 20 lakh worth on credit from Vijay. So they have purchased materials on the credit basis from Vijay. As I told you, if it is a credit transaction, we can't record on bank account. We are supposed to record in the name of creditor's name. If they have not given creditor's name, then we need to record in the form of sundry creditors account. If they have not given creditor's name, in this they have already given the creditor's name, that is Vijay, we need to record that entry in his name. So even if it is credit purchase, it is also an expenditure that we are supposed to record on debit side of joint venture account in the name of Vijay's account. To Vijay account, in bracket material supplied on credit or credit purchase with the amount of rupees 20 lakhs. They paid rupees 9 lakh for wages and 1,40,000 for other expenses. So they have not given who it is paid, so we can take from the bank itself directly. It is a collective payment which they have made. It is an expenditure, joint bank account, wages and other expenses, 10,40,000. Then we have Ajit and Ajay supplied materials worth rupees 4 lakh and 1,60,000 respectively. So they both supplied materials. So that is an expenditure which supposed to record on the debit side in the name of Ajit and Ajay, as they have done individual expenditure. So to Ajit, material supplied 4 lakh. To Ajay account, material supplied 1,60,000. Then we have architect fees of rupees 20,000 was paid by Ajit. So this is the amount which is paid by Ajit as an individually. So that's supposed to record in the name of Ajit account, that is architect fees, with the amount of 20,000. Then we have contract was duly completed and price received as stipulated. Vijay was paid rupees 19,60,000. See here, Vijay is a creditor. From him we have purchased some goods with the amount of 20 lakhs. But at the end of the contract, we have paid only 19,60,000. That means for the creditor, we have paid only 19,60,000 with the total of 20 lakhs. So we are getting some discount. So that discount we are supposed to record here on the joint venture account. Because we have already entered 20 lakh transaction on the debit side, it is an expenditure. We can't record again 19,60,000 on the joint venture. We can record only the discount. So by Vijay account, discount we are receiving, that is the reason which is on credit side. 20 lakh minus 19,60,000, which is 40,000 as discount which will be received by the Vijay. Then we have Ajit agreed to take up shares of the company at a valuation of rupees 8,80,000. So this is the information we are supposed to record on the equity shares, but in joint venture account we need to check whether it is loss or profit through shares. So shares value is 10 lakhs. Ajit has taken up that shares with the amount of 8,80,000. So we are supposed to deduct that and we'll get a loss. So loss is entered on the debit side, equity shares with the amount of rupees 1,20,000. Lastly, Ajay took over the remaining materials at an agreed value of rupees 1,40,000. So Ajay also took over some materials that's supposed to record on the credit side of joint venture account. By Ajay account, material taken over with the amount of 1,40,000. Apart from these information, we don't have any other information in the illustration. So let us find out by doing the total whether it is profit or loss. We are supposed to transfer to co-venture account. Total will be more on credit side. Please make a change. 51,80,000 is the credit side total. The same total we are supposed to record on the debit side. Profit will get 8,40,000. That will be distributed based on the ratio of 2:1. Ajit will get 5,60,000. Ajay will get 2,80,000. Please make a change on the credit side. We will have a total of 51,80,000. So it is a mistake. Please make a corrections. Then we are supposed to record with the equity shares account. So on that equity shares account, we usually record if any shares which will be transferred or taken over by any particular co-venture, that will be recorded first. So in the illustration, we have information that one co-venture has taken over the shares. So that we are supposed to record. Here, Ajit agreed to take up the shares of the company at a valuation of rupees 8,80,000. So this is the shares value he has taken over. So we are supposed to record on the credit side of equity shares account in the name of Ajit account. with the value of 8,80,000. Then apart from this, we need to transfer the entries whatever related to equity shares in the joint venture account. So in the joint venture account, we have one on the debit side, equity shares account, that is loss 1,20,000. So you're supposed to record on the credit side, joint venture account, loss 1,20,000. Apart from that, we are supposed to see whether we have any entries on the credit side of joint venture. We have one, that is equity shares account, contract price in shares with the amount of rupees 10 lakh. So it is on credit side, we are supposed to record on debit side, joint venture account, contract price in shares with the amount of 10 lakh. Both the sides total will be 10 lakh. After completing the equity shares, we are supposed to prepare Vijay account. So on this also one entry we are supposed to make. So what is the amount which is received by the Vijay? First we need to record that. Joint venture is paying money to Vijay with the amount of 19,60,000. That we are supposed to record. So you can see here 19,60,000 which is paid for him. So let us record that in the debit side of the Vijay account. On the Vijay account, on the debit side, joint bank account, payment made with the amount of rupees 19,60,000. So apart from this, if we are having any information which is related to joint venture account as well as equity shares, we need to transfer to Vijay account. So in the joint venture account, we have on the debit side Vijay account, that is material supplied on credit. So let us enter that on the credit side, because in joint venture we had on the debit side, so with the amount of 20 lakh on credit side. We have one more account in the name of Vijay on the credit side, Vijay account, that is discount received. So that is on credit side, we are supposed to record on the debit side to joint venture account, discount 40,000. So let us do the total will be 20 lakh only on both the sides. After Vijay account, next account we are supposed to prepare, that is co-venture account. So Ajit and Ajay is the co-ventures. In their name we need to make a column of two amount column. First always we are going to record with the credit entry on co-venture account with how much they have deposited at the starting of the joint venture. So Ajit deposited 12 lakh and Ajay deposited 6 lakh. That we are supposed to record on the credit side of co-ventures account in the name of joint bank account, deposit made 12 lakh and 6 lakh. Next, after this, whatever the transaction we have from the three accounts, what we have done, joint venture account, equity shares and Vijay, that from that we need to transfer. On the debit side of joint venture account, we have to Ajit account material supply, to Ajay account material supply. Both the reasons are same, we can record in one entry only with the name of by joint venture account material supplied, Ajit is 4 lakh and Ajay is 1,60,000. You can make this separate entries. If the reason is same, you can make it in one entry. On the debit side, we have one more, that is Ajit account, architect fees 20,000. That's supposed to record on credit side. By joint venture account, architect's fees, Ajit amount column 20,000 and another column will be nil. So apart from that, on the joint venture account, we will have one balance, that is profit. So that's supposed to transfer to co-venture account. So let us take that. Co-venture account profit, Ajit is 5,60,000, Ajay is 2,80,000. So let us take that. By joint venture account profit, on the Ajit column 5,60,000, Ajay column 2,80,000. So apart from this, on the debit side of joint venture, we don't have any other entries related to co-venture. On the credit side, we have one, that is material taken over. Joint venture account, material taken over in the Ajay column 1,40,000. So apart from that, we don't have any entries related to co-venture under joint venture account. Let us move on for other account. Let us check, do we have any entries related to co-venture on the other two accounts, that is equity shares. On the equity shares, on the credit side, we have one co-venture entry, that is by Ajit account 8,80,000 shares taken over. So that's supposed to take on debit side to equity share account in the Ajit column 8,80,000. And apart from that, we don't have any entries related to co-venture under equity shares, as well as we don't have any entries related to co-venture under Vijay account. So we need to do the total will be more on credit side. By doing the total, we will get a balance. That balance should be transferred to joint bank account. To joint bank account balance brought forward 13 lakh and 9 lakh in the Ajay column. After this, the next account we are supposed to prepare, joint bank account. So under joint bank account, entries related to joint bank, from each account we are going to transfer. On the debit side of joint venture, we have first one joint bank account, 6 lakh material purchased. So this should be transferred on the credit side of joint bank account in the name of joint venture account, material purchase 6 lakh. In the joint venture account on the debit side, we have one more, that is joint bank account, wages plus other expenses, 10 lakh 40,000. That will be also transferred to credit side with the amount of rupees 10 lakh 40,000. Apart from that, on the credit side of joint venture account, we have one joint bank account, that is cash price in contract price in cash, joint venture account contract price in cash for 40 lakhs. So apart from that, we don't have any joint bank account on joint venture account. So let us check on the equity shares account. On the equity shares account, we don't have any joint bank account. On Vijay account, we have two joint bank account, that is payment made 19 lakh 60,000. So that we are supposed to record on the credit side of joint bank account. So let us record it by Vijay account, payment made 19 lakh 60,000. So apart from that, we don't have any entries related to joint bank under those two accounts. Then we need to move forward for the next account, that is co-ventures account. On the co-ventures account debit side, we have one joint bank account. You can see two joint bank account balance brought forward, that we are supposed to record on credit side. Ajit 13 lakh, Ajay 9 lakh. Apart from that, on the credit side of co-venture account, we have one joint bank account, that is deposits made. So this is supposed to transfer on the debit side to co-ventures account, Ajit 12 lakh, Ajay 6 lakh. So apart from that, we don't have any other information. So let us do the total. Balance will be same on both the sides, 58 lakhs. I hope you guys have understood this illustration. So I'm giving two more illustration for you guys to solve. So this is one illustration. Under this we have three co-ventures. So you need to prepare related to three co-ventures account. So usually when we are preparing co-ventures account, we usually have only two co-ventures. In this we have three co-ventures. So make three columns under co-ventures account. And second illustration, I'm giving this question. So in this we have a credit purchase, but they have not given creditor's name. If they have not given creditor's name, you need to record in the account of sundry creditors account. And also prepare one account for that in the name of sundry creditors account. So please solve these two illustrations, and if you are having any doubts, please mention in the comment section. And thank you for watching.